to Kiki Rock and Friends. Uncensored, totally uncensored. Are you ready? You ready?
Welcome to Nighttime Vibes Uncensored with Kiki Rock and Friends. Introducing Vanny J, That Girl Q, Lady MC, Sin 911, Nihilicious, and me, Kiki Rock. Tonight's show is about, I know we've all been through this situation, and men and women, you start talking to somebody, they seem great, they seem, like they got it all together, and you start seeing little signs. Maybe he texted you a little too much, or she texted you a little too much. Maybe they pop up at your job unannounced. Maybe they pop up at your home unannounced. Maybe they're just sitting outside your house and going through your garbage. Maybe you find that your drawers missing, your panties in the underwear drawer, they keep missing, and you're like, I know I cleaned them and I put them back in the drawer, and now they're not in there, and you're down to no panties. Talking about crazy people that we get into situationships with, and sometimes we ignore the signs. Sometimes we think it's cute because it's cute. He stalks me a little bit, and he's always calling. And sometimes we don't know when to get out of those situations. So we're going to talk tonight about the signs of recognizing crazy. You got to recognize crazy, especially in 2021. Mm-hmm. So who recognized crazy the most and has been through the most craziest situations, maybe with not one person, but multiple people?
I say multiple people. Multiple?
Just Lady MC, what's your story?
Well, a guy I was dealing with, he was very nice in the beginning, and then all of a sudden it was just kind of like, they ain't right about this guy, like, what's going on here? We went out just a couple of times, and it was like, okay, yeah, he's really nice. Oh my goodness, he's so nice. Oh my God, he's so nice. But wait, he's calling me a lot. Oh, he's so nice. But wait, he's asking me, where am I? Like, dude, we're just friends. Like, we're not in a relationship. We're not a couple. We're just friends. So what he did is he was calling me, and then like sometimes I'm busy. So I'm like, I didn't answer. So then if I didn't answer, he would text me. Why is he texting me, calling me? I'm like, I'll get with him when I can, like, stop it already. So then I finally got a chance to give him a call. And so he accused me of being with someone else. I'm like, yeah, I was with someone else, my friends, And so I'm like, wait a minute, dude. And then he come to find out, he was, let me see, how you see? He was a liar. Like, he was a hypocrite, pretty much. I mean, he said he had this, he said he had that, he said he does this, he said he does this, that, and the other. But guess what? He's sleeping on someone's couch. But anyway, so therefore it was kind of like, you know what? I don't think we should be friends. And so when I said that, he kind of got like, what do you mean we should be friends? Why? What's wrong with me? All like the big bad boy, and I'm like, I said we shouldn't be friends, because I don't really like the way this is going, and I don't really need to deal with you in that manner. Well, but you're my girl. We didn't establish that, so it was kind of like, okay, so I had to block him from my phone. I had to block him from social media, and yeah, he's blocked because he has an imaginary world that he's living in all by himself, because I'm not in it. And that's what happened. So he was cray.
So Nye, let us know about your story and what crazy situations you've been through.
Oh gosh, I just got out of a crazy situation. As of last week, I've been single for now maybe almost a month. So long story short, I've realized that there's a fake page with all of my followers, all the people that I'm following, and those that are following me with another woman's face as the home page, as the home page's profile. Yeah, the profile page. Okay, and then I also realized that he's requesting all of the people that I know, following all of the pages, and maybe following you ladies now. Yes. So yeah, I would let y'all in on who not to accept. And it's gotten that bad to the point where he's really trying to get him because he's blocked from everything. So what I realized also too is one night while we were together, I felt my finger swiping my phone. And I woke up and I snatched my phone from the side of me, like it was dropped on the side of me. So I put it like underneath me. So then he might have been trying to do it. That there's an app that you can mirror somebody's page. You can mirror anybody's information in their phone, and it goes to their phone. So what he did was made up a page with all of my information. So I'm just finding things out after I broke up with him. So that's one crazy thing. And he's also a stalker in many other different ways. He got too much time on his hands. So just watch out for those people who always say, oh, let me see your phone, or let me go on your phone real fast and no, it's no go on my phone and let me do anything real quick. It's not. So that's my crazy story with a crazy person I've been with for 7 years. And the crazy don't always show up at the door when you first meet him. He's steady representative. The shit show up later on in the relationship or right after you break up with them. So yeah.
So you trying to say that you didn't see crazy until you broke up with him? Be honest. You see some signs of crazy.
There were some signs of crazy before, and then my crazy ass took him back. And then now I see that the crazy ass saturated. It's gotten worse. Because this is the highest level of crazy I can see. If you taking my entire page and you got an app and you could do all of these things, that's just too much. I'm not that internet literate, as the young people are. I'm not. Sorry, I got an Android.
We know.
Hey, Android's live matter too. Yeah, but he's just got too much time on his hand just to see what the fuck I'm doing.
Do he work?
Yes, he works. That's what I'm saying, a full-time job. And he works at night, so it's probably worse. While I'm asleep, he creeps all through my goddamn phone.
We create.
What was some of the signs you saw?
The sign that I saw is just his phone never rings. That's one thing. Phone never, been with him, I don't even know what ringtone he got on his phone. His phone is always on vibrate or silent. That's one thing. Then he starts to do things like he get on his phone and his back is turned. So he got a linebacker back, so I can't see. If he's facing like towards the window and I'm behind him, I can't see what he's doing. And then he's a gamer. I'm no offense to my guys that like games, but if you play a lot of PlayStation 4 or 5 or I don't know.
How old is this nigga?
48 years old.
Still playing video games?
Like a motherfucker playing games.
A lot of guys play video games.
Red flag in itself.
Anybody got time for that? Anybody got time for that?
At all.
And don't have your own place. And sleeping on the couch in your family house. All right, I'm just saying.
That was the first sign of crazy
That
right
was
there.
the sign.
Man.
Can I ask a question? So you said he might be sending a representative. How does that happen?
You would come up real nice and sweet in the beginning, and you seem like you got all your scruples and your marbles and stuff together. Yeah, no. Then the real you show up, right?
Being a hypocrite, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. But that's a lot of stalking. That's like stalking at the highest degree.
No, they say that a lot of times people will give you their best in the first 90 days. So within those 3 months, you're getting wine, you're getting dine, you're getting the text messages, you're getting flowers maybe sent to your job or whatever. Oh, let me take you to go get your nails done, or just sending you cards with, gift cards and stuff like that. So a lot of people will, like you said, show up as their representative just to lure you in. And then they let their guard down little by little, And then you start to see, oh, this motherfucker is crazy.
Yes.
Yes.
That part.
So we have to let people know the signs of when, because a lot of times, like I said, we ignore those signs.
Yes, we do.
Danny, what are some of the signs that we need to tell our audience to look for when it comes to knowing what a crazy person is?
Someone who's very possessive. We think it's cute. They're asking where you're going, what you're doing, who you're with. I know for myself, I see it as a sign of, oh, they're very protective of me. Being protective and being possessive looks similar to one another. So if a person is very possessive, that's a sign. And that's a sign to
Alienation. Yeah.
Yes.
Alienation is another sign.
Yes.
Somebody starts to slowly alienate you from your friends, from your family. Oh, don't spend time with them. Let's spend time together. Or, you know, they have you in a space where you can only spend time with them, but they can go out and spend time with whoever they want to spend time with. You have to look at those signs as well. Because a lot of times they'll be like, oh, I'm just going to go here for a little while. That little while will turn into 4, 6, 8, 24 hours. By the time you know it, you like, well, I've been in the house by myself all day long. But as soon as you decide to go somewhere, they're right there. Oh, we going together.
Yeah.
And you gotta look for those signs as well.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You, what signs do we need to tell our audience to look for?
I look more for the emotional and mental signs of it. Like, prime example, what's your relationship like with your mother or the women in your family, period? You know, because a lot of times, and not saying all, but for the most part, men that has bad relationships with their moms or have any type of animosity or any type of abandonment issues or anything from their moms, or same thing with, you know, women with their fathers, you know, they have a tendency of mistreating, you know, that's that narcissistic behavior. That's a lot of times how that stems up too. You know, always wanting to compare, or not even that, or just their exes. Like if you with a guy or with a woman that's always talking about, oh, well, my ex was like this, and they would, you know, just trying to pin their ex out to seem like they're just this bad person. You know, that's a narcissistic trait. Basically, they want you to do, they're saying all of these things to get you to do all of the things that they wanted from their ex, you know, or just to be, so to try to mold you to be a certain way for them, you know. It's a lot of mental stuff that goes on. I ain't even gonna say just now because it's been going on, but just start paying close attention to that. Like I said, relationships with parents, you know, family relationships, childhood trauma. Start, you know, take the time to really get to know people before you get involved with them. Because let me tell you something, those childhood traumas, those past traumas, they play out big time in these relationships. And ladies, get this out of your head. Just because a man is acting all wild and crazy, don't necessarily mean your pussy is good. That nigga's crazy. Plain and simple.
My shit's good.
Yeah,
I mean,
I done drove some dudes crazy, Q. I done drove.
They was already crazy before they got to you. That's not saying that. That's not saying that your pussy ain't
That's
good.
my story, and I'm sticking to it.
It make you feel better. But that I see so much of that be like, oh, because I see, you know, people post that, what's the craziest thing, ladies, what's the craziest thing a guy has ever done to you? That lets me know how good your pussy is. That don't mean your pussy's good, baby. That just means that nigga is crazy. And 9 times out of 10, he needs some stability somewhere and he's using you for it.
That's a homosexual.
There you go. That part right there. You know, rushing into relationships because you need a place to stay.
Exactly.
But you know, it ain't even always just about a person, you know, how a person acts or whatever, because we all done been through there. That cupcake phase, you know, that first year or so, it's always great. It's always great until they know that they got you, you know, in the door. You know, watch when a guy starts, you know, or when a person, I'm sorry, let me quit saying that. Watch when a person starts, every time they do something for you, they want to throw it back up in your face. You know, look at, you know, how they be like, oh, you know, the way they compliment you or the way they look at you, and, you know, just anything, eye contact, body contact, all of that stuff, you know, movements and everything, you could really see, we see red flags in the beginning. They are always there in the beginning, but when you're in that cupcake phase, you have a tendency of ignoring those. And then later on down the line, when shit really get bad and you sit there like, well, damn, I didn't see this coming. Oh, yes, you did. Just didn't pay attention because at the moment it was great in the beginning. You know, but yeah, start taking the time out to get to know these people that you interact with, because it may not come off. I'm gonna tell you like this: you could really find out within one conversation how full of shit a person is or not. Real shit. If you pay,
how do you do that?
Huh?
How do you do that?
You said how?
Like, what are some of the questions that you need to ask to find out if somebody don't have it all?
Like I said, anything. Like my questions always be is, you know, like how you know, what type of relationship do you have with your family? You know, when was your, I don't ask about your past relationship, but you know, when was your last relationship? How long did it last? Mm-hmm. You know, and if they go in to start bashing their ex or bashing their family members and stuff like that, that's a cutout. That's a turnoff for me. Because number one, here's another thing. If I'm in a relationship with you, but yet I'm still hating and trying to do anything I can to piss my ex off, I'm not that much into you, baby.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, my feelings are still over here, because at that point, if I'm really into you and I'm really over that ex, nothing that ex does matters to me. You see what I'm saying? So you got to really just pay attention. Like I'm telling you, conversation goes a long way. I'll spark a conversation with people and then won't say nothing after that and just let them keep on talking. And then I get to grab everything I need just from that. You just got to really just pay attention. You know, you got to overlook the material side of it. You got to overlook the physicality of it. You just got to really pay attention to the mental and emotional. And it all comes out in that first conversation.
And 911, what do you suggest our listeners look for when it comes to recognizing crazy?
Well, women have this intuition, you know, I think we were born with it, you know. We start to see signs, you start to feel this fluttering in the pit of your stomach, you know, you start catching people in lies and stuff, and you start putting the pieces of the puzzles, you know, together, and you know, you have your answer whether you want to accept it or not. I mean, my ex, I knew he had lost his goddamn mind when people at my job started telling me, he's watching you with binoculars. I'm like, what do you mean he's watching me with binoculars? And you know, a few different people told me at different times, yo, I seen him and he was watching you from across the street. He's got binoculars.
Oh,
and, you know,
literally.
the first few times, you know, I kind of laughed it off. I was like, whatever. But then I started paying attention to, like, when I would come home from work, you know, I would get these questions. You know, it was like, why would you even ask me that? You know, if you weren't with me at work today, like, you and I don't work together. We're not even in the same profession. So why would you even come off and ask me those type of questions? And so I slowly started to see he was trying to bait me and see what answers that I was going to give, you know, and I don't have anything to hide. You know, I know where I sleep and lay my head every night. So, you know, I just did me. But, you know, after the third or fourth person telling me, yo, I seen dude, you know, and he got binoculars. And then people start doing, you know, walking around like this, you know, and be like, you know. And so finally one day I was in his car and I said, let me look. And, you know, I get paid to look and things. So sure enough, in his glove box, there was a pair of binoculars. And I was like, this motherfucker, like, how long has he been watching me? How long, like, and why are you watching me? Like, what is the purpose of this? Like, what is it that you're trying to find, or what is it that you're trying to see? But I learned that he was jealous because I work with a bunch of men. I work in a male-dominated, you know, profession. And I had to laugh because his father actually said it to him best, because he and I met when we were both in the military. And his father said to him one day, "Why are you worried about her working around a bunch of men when you met her around a bunch of men? Like, that's how you met her. She's always been around a bunch of men. That's just the profession that she's in. There's gonna be men whether you like it or not. So either you get over it or pack your shit and go and leave her the fuck alone, because that's how you met her. Like, dude, binoculars." Needless to say, we are no longer together because I can't deal with nobody stalking me. I mean, yeah, that ain't cool.
Still with me and stalking me too, because it didn't start after we broke up. You were stalking me while we were together. Like, what the hell?
Right.
Another thing, like you said, the father-in-law said, why do you have a problem with her working around a bunch of husband? That's how y'all met. A lot of times women, a lot of times we meet our mates on social media. And, we're dressed sexy or whatever, showing, some cleavage or showing some behind or, just dressed really, scantily clad or whatever. But once you get with that person, they're like, oh, no, you have to cover up. Oh, you can't walk around with your breast out anymore. Or, oh, you got to walk around with a long skirt down to your ankles. And I'm like, okay, well, that's how we met. You met me like that. A lot of times you have to look for that as well. Once they start telling you, oh, you can't wear this, do you buy my clothes? Like, what are you talking about? I wear whatever the fuck I want to wear.
And even if you do buy my clothes, I'm gonna wear what I want, how I want. I dress it up, dress it down, pull it on.
But a lot of times when they buy your clothes, they buy stuff that they want to see you in, not the stuff that you want to wear.
Right. That's another thing. Was buying me clothes look like catalog clothes. I don't wear that.
You ain't flipping through the Sears and Roebuck.
I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Right. And men, listen to the women in your lives, your mothers, your sisters, your female friends. When it comes to these women that you're thinking are looking good, they're put together, there's some crazy women out there as well.
You don't want to look for that born to lie kind of guy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and ladies, when do you think it goes from being just someone that's really into you versus someone that's jealous versus someone that's crazy to the point of being dangerously stalking? Are there levels to those?
Oh yeah.
Of course, yeah.
So at what point should a lady or a man say, okay, let me take 3 steps back?
I don't have any patience. I know, right? I don't have any patience anymore. I mean, as I get older, my patience is very thin. So the guy that I was talking about in the beginning, it was like, I mean, literally, it was 3 weeks. 3 weeks. I was like, yeah, dude, you gotta go. Because I just don't have any patience for that. I don't have time for that. I don't have patience for that. You gotta go.
Right. That, like, to
Very,
me,
very thin.
everybody now is so big on, thinking that these toxic relationships is cute. And I'm just in here like, for who?
Yeah.
Like, ain't shit cute about that toxic shit, for real. Like, miss me with all that. I'm not gonna lie, I'll ghost in a minute.
Oh, for sure.
I will. I'll ghost in a minute. I'll bounce and won't let you know why. Nothing. Just the moment I see any type of toxicity coming from you.
5 weeks.
Yeah. 5 weeks.
5 weeks. That's right. You got a 5-week limit with me. After 5 weeks.
And honestly, that's the best thing to do. Like the first time that you see somebody has gone off track, or you realize what they said is not what it really, really is. That's the time when you're supposed to exit. You're not supposed to wait for another sign and then another sign and then another sign. Because by the time you get that 4th sign, you might be pregnant, or you might have some type of sexually transmitted disease.
Yeah.
Or they might be on the path to be like, their emotions are really, really in sync with you, and they don't know how to let you go and be like, okay, this is not working out, so you go your way and I go my way, and we could be amicable. They may not be on that level. Once they start really, really getting into you, it's a wrap. So like I say, once you see that first sign, be like, okay, it was nice knowing you. I wish you the best. Maybe if I find a homegirl or something like that you more sync with, then I'll give her your number or whatever, knowing that shit is a lie.
Right.
It ain't
For sure.
You can say that and be all right with it. You don't have to feel, oh, well, maybe I'll give them another chance because nobody else is in my deal. Girl, get out of that situation. Homeboy, get out of that situation. Because like you said, there's some crazy chicks out there too.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
No, definitely.
I used to be one. I ain't gonna stunt.
You used to be a crazy chick?
Yeah, I used to.
Yeah, I used to. I used to, and I'm not even gonna necessarily say crazy. I was childish. Like I used to, that same toxic stuff that I run from. Yeah, that same toxic stuff that I run from now that I don't want to do with. I used to be into that. Like I've had a dude shoot at me. I've been shot at, and I had my car window busted out. I had my apartment busted up. I've even had a nigga dig my grave.
Whoa.
In the back.
Girl, in it? What the fuck?
Right. I don't think the rest of us did. What?
Yes, I had a dude literally dig my grave in his backyard. It's funny now.
But it wasn't funny then, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I was childish as hell. I ain't gonna lie. This now, mind you, this was like 20s.
Okay.
My 40s, I ain't doing this shit. Like
Right.
I'm too tired, and I'm out. I ain't got it in me.
It's funny too because men and women respond different. Like women are some vindictive.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Like we slash tires. We cutting your clothes up, bleaching your clothes. We calling every chick. Look, even in my house tonight, we doing all that foolishness when he's basically like, fuck you, I'm just gonna go fuck her tonight. It's completely like on two separate levels when it comes to stuff like that.
But is that cool to do? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times I think that we go to the extreme because we have given so much in a relationship. Maybe you're letting him drive your car, or you're giving him keys to your house, and he has access to your stimulus check, and you're like, oh.
Hell no. You know why I did the stuff I did? Because even after all of that craziness, and this is the honest truth, I bullshit you not, and I'm just letting you know how childish and ignorant I used to be. I used to do that shit, and afterwards we would have the best fucking sex ever.
Oh, you toxic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Thought she just had
That girl cute.
That girl cute, baby. That's why I didn't give a shit who he was dealing with, or but I knew after he done shot up my car, and I went and shot up his crib, and had his trap ran up in and all that shit. I knew at the end of all of that, I got fucked good.
She bought this pet rabbit.
Let me find out you was starting shit just to get fucked good.
That's the place
You couldn't
right
get
there.
fucked good without all that though. Like you.
It was adrenaline. Here's the thing though. It was just me and this one specific individual.
Where's he at now?
Dead.
Oh.
Did you dig his grave?
No.
Did you put him in his grave?
No.
He gonna fuck his spirit.
You can't say that on the show, sis.
Sorry.
You know what? Was it the fact that the dick was really good that made you want to continue to do that?
I did it because I knew I could.
Huh?
I mean, the dick, the sex was good, but I did it because I knew I could.
What does that mean?
Because I knew that at the end, no matter what I did with him, he was gonna keep running back.
Y'all was manipulating each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's stigmatized.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like and with throughout
I ain't never experienced that. I'm feeling deprived now.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout it, and don't get me wrong, we had a ball. Like we used to travel together, and and all kind of stuff. We had a great time. It lasted for probably about almost 3 years.
Is it too late for me to find somebody like that?
Yeah.
Am I too old?
Don't get me wrong. As fun as it was,
It's stressful.
Yeah, like I don't have the energy for all of that now. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm not doing that now, but I just, we all go through, our phase. And I was, like I said, I was childish.
I've never done anything like that myself, but one guy did. He cut up my clothes, but only the clothes that he bought me, which I was fine with. As long as he didn't touch my clothes.
Your own shit.
I was fine with that. I was like, okay, not a problem. But
he was telling you you're not gonna look good for another dude in the shit that he bought.
And exactly. And I was fine with it. But like, as far as me slashing someone's tires or vice versa or whatever, let someone slash my tires. I'm gonna be pissed the fuck off.
Who cares though? I mean, they don't care that you pissed off. I mean,
I know they don't care, but that's a deductible. That's me taking money out of my pocket to have to pay for that shit. Oh, I'm going to fuck off. And you ain't coming in my bed. You ain't coming nowhere near me because I'm good.
That was the good part. I didn't have, anytime he messed up my stuff, he always replaced it.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good.
That girl cute.
Good and crazy.
That's good. But if that was to happen, oh no. And if a guy tried to mess with my freedom, oh no. I can't get with anyone like that. Someone trying to mess with my freedom, someone messing with my stuff or anything like that, I'm good.
No, that part, because that's why I had to walk away this last time, because I'm like, listen, I'm a G-ma now. Like, I cannot. I got so much to lose. And for me to be with my kids and my little grandbaby, because I fucked your ass, because I've been through enough shit in my life where I took abuse. Now I'm ready to fight a nigga like toe to toe. I don't give a shit if you're 6'8". I see you as my height, or maybe shorter. I'm not putting up with that one there. So stalk me all the fuck you want, because all you're gonna do is wake up the bitch of me, and it's gonna be a whole problem. So I'd rather walk away.
Right.
Little stress that I got before I knock somebody the fuck out, and that's just how I feel. I don't have the time or the energy to, constantly fight a dude or argue with them. I'm not doing that. And a lot of these niggas, sex ain't lasting 8 minutes like it used to. Now, like, you ain't got that kind of dick power to try to be so confrontational. You understand what I'm saying? If you got 30-minute dick, then we can fight all day long. But your shit is 3 seconds. You gotta
now you sound like you.
You gotta have at least an hour of dick power.
Nice. Listen.
You can't have 30, 60-second dick power and then you be talking to me like you got in a baritone
Exactly.
voice. The fuck up.
Yeah. You gotta last a whole R&B song, the back in the day ones. You know, the ones that got the ad-libs that don't fucking go off. Yeah. Songs, just go on and fucking on and right.
On and on to the crack of dawn type of shit. Other than that, you better sit your fucking ass down and shut up.
Yeah, get the fuck out of my face. Suck my dick. How about that?
That's right.
We used to say that in high school.
Once you realize that you're with a crazy person, sometimes you gotta bring the crazy out of yourself.
Yeah,
you do. You absolutely do.
I will chop you up in so many fucking pieces that your own grandmother will not recognize your fucking DNA. Keep fucking with me. I'll kill your grandfather too and put his balls inside your grandmama's ears. Do it.
You gotta watch out for them. So you son, watch out for those.
And I'm the toxic one.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. Crazy. Yes. And especially if you've been in an abusive relationship and you get with somebody and you see those signs and he might go like this because he about to put deodorant on, but you don't know that.
Yes.
I'll be like, what? You gotta be like, and then he'd be like, well, why you hit me? I was just putting deodorant. I got a flashback that you was about to hit me, and that's not going down. Put your arm down next time when you put deodorant on. Just do like that.
Put the deodorant on laying down.
Right. your deodorant on from the back. Fuck. Like this.
Listen, let me put it on for you.
Get it off. Don't raise your hand on me. Oh God. Well,
We're just too
That's
old for that. Like we're
crazy.
just it's not happening. It's
Yeah.
not happening.
I
No
don't
energy for that.
know.
do we have any last minute words for our audience? Everybody speak at once.
Be
Yes.
careful.
I would say, when you start seeing signs, men and women, follow your instincts. Listen to your gut. You don't have to wait for a second sign, a third sign. That first sign is going to tell you everything.
Mhm.
Do what's best for you.
Yeah. Lady MC.
Be careful. Just be careful. Because you just it's dangerous. So be careful.
Send 911.
Follow that gut feeling, follow that intuition you have. It talks to you for a reason, and 9 times out of 10 it's right. It's talking to you for a reason. So listen.
That girl Q.
Just take your time. Take your time and just get to know the people.
5 weeks.
5 weeks.
3 days.
5 weeks.
Malicious.
If it don't feel right, it's not right. Like Sten said, follow your intuition because we all have it, men and women. Follow your intuition and watch your followers on Instagram.
If you got too many likes from the same person, or they don't have no posts, but they got like 15,000 followers but no 0 posts, know that that's a made up page. We will be back next week with some more nighttime Uncensored with Keke Rock and Friends. My girl Vanny J, my girl That Girl Q, Lady MC, Sin 911, Nihilicious, and Keke Rock. We love y'all.
Telling all the news, you put it out there so there's no excuse. Nighttime vibes, this show is the truth.
Are you ready for Nighttime Vibes with Keke Rock and Friends? Uncensored, totally uncensored. Are you ready?